to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories.
On this episode, we feature DJ Convict, DJ Nico, and DJ Hyper. Three of St Vincent's most prominent and top DJs. Gone like the candle in the wind. And three of them was sent to the graveyard by the same thing. Growing up in St. Vincent as a youth, every Christmas holidays, the mothers and fathers would buy toys for their kids. And most kids would want the fast car and the fast bike. They'd want to tell their friends back in school that they have the fastest toy vehicle on the market. So just imagine, as a kid, you wished and you hoped for something, and it became a reality. And you do not even get the faster things alone. You got the girls, the fame, so popular that they were screaming your name all over. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscriber button, the like button, and the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like these. A long time ago, in order to make it in the DJ business, you had to either follow around a prominent DJ, come from a family that they respected, or you had to win a competition. When social media took over, everything changed. No one could gatekeep the business anymore. All you had to do was download a virtual DJ and practice until he became perfect. Convict was one of those youngsters that rose to fame really quick. The man had everybody dancing and jumping all over the place like a bunny rabbit. Just recently, a video was circulating from one peanut jet where he was saying that he went to a party and the DJ pulled up and started to talk. He just stopped the music and he said, "From you're not a funny man, put up your hand." And the peanut jet said, "Boy, you have to just watch and put up your hand because you know what them say that you're a funny man." And then the man say, from in a bow, put up your hand. And Peanut just watch again. And he said, "Well, oh boy, I have to put up my hand because I can't keep it down or else they would think I bow." So what the man was trying to say, that is how these young DJs now operate. They command the audience. So Convict was one of those bad DJs. You see, he knew how to command the audience, and that is what everyone liked. But Convict had another passion. He loved motorcycles, and he would do stunts and wheelie everywhere, up, down, and the girls would watch Convict. It is alleged that Convict found himself in a collision and he fell off of the back. Oh my, and he did not make it. He was sent to the graveyard, weeping and mourning spread across the island. Persons were saying, "How could this be? How could this be?" But old people always warn and say that bikes don't carry windshield and a bonnet, so they are not as safe. Just like that, young DJ Convict was gone. I don't know if you ever heard that song from Grabber Finish. Nico, we miss you. Nico, you gone. You see, DJ Nico was a young, promising DJ who had a chance on the radio station very early. Straight from out the Panyard International. Straight from Chateaubriand, the son of Super Dan. You see, Nico grew up around the music. because they used to be in the club a lot. Even the great veteran, one too cool Chris, had to give the man a standing ovation at one time. I had an opportunity to meet the young DJ on several occasions, as during the volcanic eruptions, we used to journey from Barley to Chateaubriand by speedboat. And those guys were staying in Barley. And they had two cars with some loud music inside, him and his brother. And those are the ones that would keep the party alive. Because during the volcanic eruptions, a lot of people were sad. And they brought a smile to their faces once again, having a song clash, a song dance. Things nice again. All when the shelters were shouting, dinner time, come up and have your dinner. Boy, men didn't even want to go for dinner. And who went? They ran up to the shelter fast, ate a piece of bread and something, and drank their juice and ran back down just to hear the music coming from Nico and his brother's car. Just imagine you have a car with a loud sound system playing against some competitors, and after the competition finished, they wanted to buy your car. Anyone who stayed in Barley during the volcanic eruptions can attest to that. Just like VJ Convict, Nico had a passion and a love for motorcycles, but he did not do a lot of stunts like Convict did. It is alleged that one night they were having a party and he tried to go and get something. And while going on the journey, he fell off the bike. Allegations that it was so severe that he could not make it. Boy, that even sent more shock waves throughout the nation, as he was the son of one Super Dan. Long time ago, when men wanted to go to Leeward to plant the green substance, three names would echo across the Leeward side: Super Dan, Ras Carlos, and Dexter Chance. Men paid respect all over to those men. I am not saying that they aren't moderns, but those are the three names that would often circulate in the Leeward communities. Just imagine a Mardi Gras in Kingstown on Carnival Tuesday, the massive crowd that comes out. That is the kind of funeral that Nico had. People came from near and far. Some people were saying that they were afraid to drive down to the leeward coast because of the many hills. But they had to make it. At the time, a soca sensation, Grabber Finis, had did a song as a tribute to the Nico. Boy, that song destroyed Leeward. Everybody danced. Older people, young ones in the preschool. Everybody felt a vibe because they all loved DJ Nico. Do you remember I did a previous episode about Hyper, High Ellis? Do you remember I told you that he deserved the trophy for the Gallus of the Millennium? And you see what took place shortly after I dropped that video. Women started to pose him. And you see, some were afraid because they knew that they were not the only ones. You see, Hyper's passing was met with a lot of mixed emotions. There were men who knew that Hyper was with their women long before they were with them. You see, some men don't understand how life works. There is a saying that says she has to take Eckle and Jekyll before she takes Mr. Settle. So what you expect? That you are going to be the force? No, sir. Sometimes back in high school, back in college, they had a boyfriend before, but they did not find love back then. So now they are with you, they found love. But you can't be angry at the man they were with before. It is alleged that men were saying a lot of bad stuff about Hyper. But you see, put yourself in Hyper's shoes. Buy an infinity or try to build a house in your community. Buy a van, put on the latest rims, paint it in a nice color with some graphics, and putting a loud sound system. See if you don't hear things about you that you did not know about yourself. One of the false rumors you might hear is that you are not a street. Go around every community and see the guys with the latest vans. Because it's a form of jealousy. People wonder where you got the money from to buy the passenger van with the loud sound system. They don't ask questions. They don't know if you went to the bank or not. Get the girl in the community that they have been spying on all their lives, peeping through their windows. Whenever the girl move right, they move right. Whenever she move left, they move left. Whenever they hear a bucket with something running down, psst, they're watching all over to see what the girl is doing or what is making that sound. Show up at that girl gate and take her out for a nice dinner. They are going to get angry at you. They have never thrown a pebble. They have never written a letter. They have never approached that girl. But because she's now going out with you, they are going to start to create rumors. Plus, if they are seeing you with thousands of women, they are going to say, how come this man is with all these women? And none of them have anything that can send them to the graveyard. That is how they think as a society. I saw on the one post on Facebook where someone highlighted the dance of all dance hyper. And one person went under there and said that the man was not street. You see how they are? They wait to seize opportunities. But she could not tell the man that to the man's face because she knew that she had nothing and the man could sue her for everything. Hyper left a legacy. He gave youths hope to believe in their dream. Men looked at Hyper's lifestyle and was inspired by that. Hyper was not a greedy individual. I remember one time they were having a big show and TikTok boss called the Don and I said, Don, I need some clothing. And Hyper said, how much you need? TikTok boss said a lot. And Hyper sent home 2 barrels one time for TikTok boss. I knew Hyper did a lot of stuff for the ladies. Oftentimes they would call and ask him for cell phones, for computers, for clothing to have their hair and nails done, and he never one day refused. Hyper brought a lot of Jamaican artists to our shows. Some of those artists, if we went elsewhere, would have had to pay hundreds of dollars just to see them. Now that the dance of all dance is gone, who is going to bring alkaline now? Tell us. I covered Hyper's journey in a previous episode. So if you want, you can go and check out that episode. It is very saucy. At Untold Stories, we want to extend condolences to Hyper and his family. I knew one of his sons very well. And I want to say condolences, my youth. And to those that are bashing the man, let the man rest in peace. The man was a general in his own lane. A them and the merciless sing bout. Long time them and their old galleys. Me for tell you, I knew Hyper when Hyper had the Nissan van. Them time the principal and them a run road too. Sammy and Giggle and them youth. All them and them they Canada now together. Just Hyper come home now and lost his life. You see, Untold Stories is an old school. Yesterday, one of our subscribers mentioned about old Scalawada van. I knew those vans. I knew Element of the ground plane, Youth from Bayabu, Shannon and Lanzo and all those popular guys. Come on, man. It is just mean that sometimes we try to summarize. So we cannot put all the names in there, but we know all those men. And Hyper was a top runner, just like Ginger from Mount Grinan, Matisse from Mount Grinan. You think it's now Buster and those guys run rude? Cool them and them cool out. You see, what are some people don't understand? Just like One Vibes Cartel or DJ Palmer, some men decided to turn one burner. But Hyper wasn't a one burner, so we have to accept that. Every man chooses his own lifestyle. So what the man wanted to do with his time, that's his time. If they put you in a boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather, you're not going to size up with Floyd Mayweather. You have to know your size. Come on. You can't size up with Hyper and Hyan and those guys. They have what it takes to be in those positions. So you can't jealous the men.